Welcome to my From Glory to Go tutorial. I'm Crystalgate. Note, this is not a perfect build order tutorial, but it's still a good build order and will let you defeat some of the harder challenges this game has to offer. First order of business, build some hubs, a pump and solar panel. Build the hubs immediately and the rest when you can afford them. Build the hubs in the pattern that I show. I have excessive automation which reduces the cost of building. If you don't, it's no problem. It's okay to build the pump or the solar panel on cycle 2. On a level up, sell the starting weapon. The effort you get is very valuable at the beginning. Next, you want to build a mining hub as soon as you can afford one. If there is a building you want to build and you cannot afford it, build connectors to it to speed things up once you can afford it. Now you want more hubs, more pumps and more solar panels.
Orders received. Orders received.
If you haven't already found a patch of ores, search for one. There's usually at least one patch just a little bit outside the safe area. Level up your captain as you build up your base. For the first 2 level ups, try to avoid picking direct damage skills if given other options.
Attack. On my way. On my way. You got it. On my way.
Research robotics before you place down a tamper,
On my way.
if you have enough starting grass to do it. If you have no research bonus, you need 13 hubs to unlock the first research level.
You got it.
You do not need to research robotics until you're about to set down the first tamper. Further, if you're starved for crystals, you got a bad crystal start.
On my way.
You don't want to research robotics until later anyway. If you can, try to place the first tamper so you get access to ore, more crystal and more grass.
Attack!
If you have a sufficient amount of crystals and you're out of water, place robotics before you build more pumps. If you do have water, build hubs before placing robotics. Place the robotics in the holes of the hub clusters.
Orders received. Attack.
The drill mine, the building that mines ore, and robotics all requires a lot of crystals. At this point, you're probably going to need more crystal mining. If you do want to optimize build order, it is more effective to place down one pump and then some hubs rather than placing down 2 pumps at once. If you haven't already gotten the second research level, get it ASAP after placing the drill mine.
We're under attack.
On my way.
You want to be able to build a factory as soon as the ore drill mine has been able to mine enough ore, which is 10 without excessive automation and 8 with. It takes a while for the drill mine to get the required ore, so you do not need to research the factory immediately, but don't wait too long.
Attack. Attack. Orders received. Attack. Attack. On my way. Attack.
It is about time to start researching the factory now.
We're under attack.
I have been able to sell the starting weapon multiple times. This is a bug and is likely going to be fixed when you see this video.
On my way.
I should not have built the fort robotics. I will not have enough crystals for a factory when I get the required ore and the research is finished.
We're under attack.
Let's go. You got it. On my way. Orders received. On my way.
The factory gets built a cycle or 2 later than I could have managed with better optimization. But in Ignis Rift there's just too much margin of error for it to really matter.
On my way. On my way. Attack.
I pulled a bit too many enemies here, but the situation is recoverable due to me having the shield.
On my way. Orders received. Orders received. On my way.
We're under attack.
Attack. Let's go. On my way. Orders received. On my way. On my way.
When the effort income starts rolling, it's a good idea to get extra mining hubs. You have a spaceship that can take advantage of them.
You got it. Attack.
The barracks is quite an investment. I suggest you wait until you have a good economy before you place down your first. If you have a geyser available, it's time to research a geyser pump, but I don't have any geyser, so I'm not going to research it yet. How you build the ship depends on available resources, what ship you selected, and also personal preferences. You should, however, build it one way or another.
Let's go. On my way. On my way. On my way.
Two laser towers, protected by 2 layers of walls, will clear the first wave. Depending on what the captain has, you may need less than that.
Orders received. Attack.
Walls are safe to build in unsuppressed zones. They will not trigger unburrowing enemies.
On my way. You got it. On my way. Orders received.
The research I'm doing right here is solely for the purpose of this tutorial. You should not research anything you don't plan on using. Usually you only want to research one of the 3 troopers that I researched.
Orders received. On my way. You got it. You got it.
I assumed the wave would attack the southwestern entrance, but that's not the way they are going right now.
On my way. On my way. Let's go. You got it.
On Ignis Rift, more and more treasures will attack, so a single trooper may no longer be able to hold an entrance.
You got it. On my way. On my way. On my way. Let's go. Let's go. You got it. You got it.
I said that 2 laser towers protected by 2 layers of walls will defend the first wave. However, I needed to build walls southwest of the southernmost wall as well. As it is, way too many enemies will now concentrate on just 4 pieces of wall. Still, the walls almost made it, and it is a successful defense, even if I'm taking minor losses here. Next time, building a clearing army.
You got it. Let's go.